Apologize to everybody for that. So let's start over here, please.
Good morning, Sir Roger. My name is William Cox, and I have a substantial question to ask you, but it requires just a bit of background, so if you could bear with me just for a minute. In 2015, I published a little paper on a book on philosophy called The Book of Mindkind. And in it, I postulated that we have evolved to being a mindkind on Earth and as a part of a universal mindkind. Now, in the 9 years since then, I included in that book a chapter on mind in which I followed pretty much the classical view, but I put a paragraph in there based on your theory. And in the 9 years since then, with additional work and reading, and particularly in the last couple of years since I was invited to be a part of this conference, I've become convinced that you're right. And that not only are you right, but you and Roger Penrose, you and Stuart, probably you should have another Nobel Prize for this work. Now, in that same 9 years, I had another small chapter in that book that dealt with the universe. And in that, I also followed the classical view of an expanding universe based from a Big Bang with dark matter holding galaxies together, dark energy separating them. But in these 9 years, I've come to a completely opposite conclusion. And that is that with the new technology that we have, the new platforms of observation are going in the opposite direction, and they are validating an electromagnetic universe as proposed by Hans Alfven, the Nobel laureate in 1970, of an electromagnetic universe within a plasma. This includes the X-ray telescope, the Chandra telescope, that as it looks out into the universe, it sees a web connecting everything that we observe, but it's connected by electrical filaments. The radio telescope, worldwide observation looking out in the radio spectra, it looks at the galaxies, and there it sees the massive jets being emitted from the core of galaxies consisting of gamma waves. Now, in addition, most spectacularly, we have the Webb telescope that, yes, I'm getting to it. The Webb telescope is looking out and is finding massive galaxies out there. So the collective thing that I'm asking you here, based upon your background both in cosmology and in consciousness, is this. If, in fact, that universe that we're looking at, and this continues to be validated, is an infinite, non-expanding universe, and that gives us an infinite number of galaxies, an infinite number of warm suns, an infinite number of Earths like we have, giving rise to organic life such as we are, that evolves consciousness, and ultimately this quantum
Okay,
mind
please wrap it up. You can't give a talk.
So my question is, if that is true, isn't there a cosmic consciousness that our quantum brain entangles with and creates a cosmic consciousness that we are a part of?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, all I can say is that's not my view. And the evidence for gravity being the main thing which is involved in cosmology is pretty strong. I don't think electromagnetism, I'm not sure they're saying that. But anyway, I don't really agree with what they're saying. Sorry about that.
All right, thank you. Let's go over here.
Thank you for the opportunity.